Psalm 51. O Lord, open my lips, and my mouth will declare your praise. You do not delight in sacrifice, or I would bring it. You do not take pleasure in burnt offering. The sacrifices of God are a broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart. O God, you will not despise. Exodus 23:19. God says to all the people about the three festivals, the three annual festivals, to bring the best of your first fruits, to bring the best of your first fruits of your soil to the house of the Lord your God. Don't cook any young goat in its mother's milk. Genesis 4, Cain and Abel. Adam lay with Eve. She became pregnant and she gave birth to Abel with the help of the Lord. I have brought forth a man. Later, she gave birth to his brother. That's switched around. She had a baby from a fallen angel named Downer. I call him Downer. So Cain was the child that she was pregnant with. That's why she had to leave the garden. And then so this is what she said: with the help of the Lord, I have brought forth a man. That was Abel. Okay, so later on, Cain, he was working. This is switched around too. Cain was working the flocks. Or I don't know if he was working the flocks or the soil. All I know is the offering he brought to the Lord was not it wasn't accepted. See, but Abel brought fat portions from some of the firstborn of his flock. The Lord looked with favor on Abel. Okay, no, the Lord never looks on, and I have other things that say, that explain on why, that say that the Lord does not like offerings of dead animals. Okay, so that's not true. And his offering, he did not, so then that means that it switched around. Abel's offering had to be the first of the soil, because God does say in Exodus to come with your first fruits of the soil for the festivals. So he couldn't have went up to God. Abel went up to God with burnt offerings of baby dead animals. Okay. And so it had to be the first fruit, which God tells everyone to do on the festivals to do. So anyway, so Cain was very angry. Cain came from a fallen one. So he was mad and jealous, and his face was downcast because he must have brought what God doesn't like. And throughout the scriptures, God says, he detests, burnt offerings. And as I'll go through the ones later that he says about that. So then the Lord said to Cain, why are you angry? Why is your face downcast? If you do what is right, will you not be accepted? So he didn't feel like he was accepted because he wasn't really from him. The Lord in this book is Adam. And so, but if you do not want to do what is right, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must master it. Now Cain said to his brother Abel, let us go out to the field. And while they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. Then the Lord said to Cain, where is your brother Abel? I don't know, he replied. Am I my brother's keeper? The Lord said, what have you done? Listen, your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Now you are under a curse and driven from the ground, which opens its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. When you work the ground, it will no longer yield its fruits or crops for you. You will be a resting wanderer on the earth. Cain said to the Lord, my punishment is more than I can bear. Today you are driving me from the land, and I will be hidden from your presence. You can't be hidden from God's presence, but God was in human form in Adam. So he was talking to Adam. The Lord is Adam. I will be a restless wanderer on the earth, and whoever finds me will kill me. But the Lord said to him, not so. If anyone kills Cain, he will suffer vengeance 7 times over. Then the Lord put a mark on Cain so that no one who found him will kill him. So Cain went out from the Lord's presence, which was Adam, and he lived in the land of Nod, east of Eden. And then Cain started to have his own children, and he would lay with his wife. She became pregnant, gave birth to Enoch. And from the line of Seth, they had an Enoch too. Whoa, Enosh. Seth also had a son, so Adam had to lay with his wife again, and she gave birth to a son to take the place of Abel. And then Seth also had a son, and he named him Enosh.